best care when buying or refinancing the home of their dreams. We're family owned, built on values that put you first. From first homes to debt consolidation and self-employed loans, we've got the experience and the heart to guide you through. Big enough to help, small enough to care. Visit O'BrienHomeLoans.com for your free quote today.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
Good morning and welcome to Heart Mooresville, your small town radio show with a big heart. I'm your host, Christine Patterson, bringing you all the Mooresville news and happenings. And please welcome my ride or die guest co-host, Mr. Sean Owens.
Good morning.
And Alyssa Anderson.
Good morning, everyone.
They're from the experience and engagement team of the town of Mooresville and help make all the magic happen in downtown Mooresville and beyond. So glad to have you guys and super excited to talk to a downtown business owner and more that we're going to get into, but Miss Danielle Killian, owner of Clippers Flowers.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm excited to get in all things flowers because, as you know, we have a very important holiday coming up soon, right?
President's Day.
Everybody prepared? No, Sean, that's not what it is.
That's not.
It's Valentine's Day. So flowers are kind of an important part of that. So we're going to talk about that. But before we get into all of that, we're going to keep our listeners informed within the news. So a few stories that I wanted to highlight. This first one is so adorable. Chickadee Hills Farms is hosting a puppy bowl, or a rescue bowl, if you will. But puppy bowl on Saturday, February 7th at Chickadee Hill Farms, of course. So you can kick off your Super Bowl weekend with a tailgate party and for a great cause in this football-themed night of adoptable pets. Now, what I will tell you is when I first read this article, I imagined the picture that I saw in my head was like puppies like going at it,
Right.
like some sort of, Olympic, like puppy Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
There will not be puppy Olympics, but you can adopt puppies, which is even more amazing. And anytime puppies are involved, I feel like it's,
Yeah.
Is it going to be
Do
like the
do
puppy bowl?
dogs have thumbs?
no.
They have like
Well-
that weird like dew
I was gonna
claw
say, like,
thing
how
in
do
the
you
back,
how do you
yeah.
throw a ball? as
I
a
think
Yeah.
it's
dog?
just fling it from their
It's
mouth.
just run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just run.
They use
Okay.
other, like,
They have skills.
yeah, other
they just
things.
use their mouths.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, the event is hosted by Piedmont Animal Rescue.
Love it.
They're organizing the event to help raise money to support rescue animals, which obviously we know is there are tons of animals that need to be rescued. So a great cause. You can meet these adoptable dogs and cats. Let's not leave the cats out.
They're the refs.
Yeah.
And Chickadee Hills Farms has miniature ponies
Oh.
that reside there. So you can, kind of hang out with the ponies, the dogs, and the cats.
I believe they fall under the animal what is it? ESA, like emotional support animal.
They do.
Yeah.
You can have an
That's
emotional
right.
support pony.
Yep.
I'm telling you. Go hang out with these animals. It's going to be a great time. The event's 4 to 8 p.m. Saturday, February 7th. Like we said, at Chickadee Hill Farms. Tickets are $20. They're available at piedmontanimalrescue.betterworld.org. So check it out. Get more information. The location of Chickadee Hill Farms is at 181 East Monbow Road. So in the market for maybe adopting a new puppy, check it out.
That'll be fun.
I know. Fun time. I'm just going to go to hang out with the animals, so because it'll just make my day better.
Yeah.
All right. Second story that I want to talk about is one of our local teachers from Mooresville Graded School District School, Parkview Elementary, Jesse DeFrancisco, Chisco, I think is how you say it, has been nominated for the National Life Group's Life Changer of the Year award. The award recognizes and rewards the very best of the K through 12 educators and school district employees across the U.S. who are making a difference in the lives of students by exemplifying excellence, positive influence, leadership, which is super important in our schools today. So I love to see that, teachers are being recognized for the really above and beyond work that they do every day. I wish we could nominate all teachers. But Miss DeFrancisco has been recognized for her ability to create a positive classroom environment by setting clear expectations, offering consistent encouragement, and intentionally integrating social emotional learning into daily routines. The Life Changer Award program has awarded over $850,000 in cash prizes.
Wow.
to schools locally. Now, the grand prize winner will get $20,000. That gets to be shared with their school or district. And then there's going to be 4 grand prize finalists that get $5,000 that will go again to their school districts. And then there's 10 additional other prizes where you can get some smaller rounds. There's a Spirit Award winner, a Spotlight Award winner. Winners are all chosen by a selection committee, and they'll be announced in early 2026.
Oh, I hope she gets it.
Yeah. So good
That'll be
luck.
great.
Good luck, Miss DeFrancisco.
And if my math serves me correctly, I believe that's 80,000 in total prizes awarded
Yeah.
on that day alone.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Carry the 4.
I don't math. I do girl math. Okay. So I know that by me shopping at TJ Maxx, I'm actually saving money.
There you go.
I can't tell you. And the last story that I want to give an update on, because we have talked about the Sporklings before.
We have.
And this is a robotics team at Pine Lake Prep. Well, we were talking about them when they went to the state competition, that they qualified for state.
Yep.
Guess what? They qualified for nationals this time.
Good for
The
them.
Sporklings. This is amazing. Every time I read these stories, I just wish that we could have done things like this in school when I was in school back in the prehistoric era. So after winning first place in the core values competition at state, which was held in Greensboro, Pine Lake Prep's robotics team, the Sporklings, have qualified for an international competition in June. So it's the first Lego League. And what it is they're building robots, Lego robots. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah.
Lego robots, which is amazing. They're teams of up to 10 students, ages 9 to 14, that essentially get assigned like a topic. And so archaeology was their topic. They have to complete an innovations project. Well, the Sporklings innovation project focused on a major challenge that archaeologists face, which that many don't have the field-specific tools and must borrow equipment from other disciplines. So their solution was the Diverse Digger, which is a multi-tool trowel with interchangeable attachments that allow archaeologists to easily locate and excavate artifacts. And it reduces the need to have to carry like multiple tools and minimize the time spent switching between them. That makes digs more efficient and accessible. I mean, these 9 to 14-year-olds are like solving the world's problems.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I should be doing more.
Yeah, I was just trying to get Mario past the dragons at the end. Of the
Right.
9 to 14. I was fighting off Mike Tyson in Punch Out.
These kids are designing tools for archaeologists.
I know.
Overachievers.
Yeah.
I like it.
I know. I love it. Although I did love the science fair when my daughter was in school. I have to shout out my baby.
Yeah.
She designed the perfect cake cutter for her science fair project one year. So you could like, there were different size options on it. So you could get the perfect slice of cake.
There you go.
I thought we should have made it like a real thing.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense for her being your child.
I know, right? Right?
First
with
the
this
cake.
Perfect cake cutter. Yeah.
Those are the things that are important to us.
How to get a huge piece of cake.
Yeah.
How do you get that first one right? You know, the first one's always like, it's the test one, you know.
Yep.
Usually mom takes that one.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I take like half the cake when I first start. Then the rest can be divided up amongst who else is left.
I like it.
All right. But if you are interested in supporting the Sporklings at Pine Lake Prep, they are taking sponsors. So you can sponsor their team. If you have any questions, you can contact Carrie Hoke at carrie.hoke@pinelakeprep.org. All right, we are going to take a quick break and come back and talk to Danielle Killian of Clippers Flowers. We'll be right back with Heart Mooresville here on WSIC News.
You're listening to Heart Mooresville, celebrating the events, arts, and people that make our town shine. Back after this, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, a partly cloudy sky as things start to thaw out across the Lake Norman area. We'll warm into the mid and upper 40s for the afternoon. A couple of showers on the way late tonight. And as we go into our Wednesday, be prepared for a few passing showers. Temperatures in the mid 40s, and then we dry it out, but cold again, upper 30s by Thursday. That's your forecast from the Surf, Pickleball, and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar,
Valentine's Day is officially on the horizon.
which means it's time to start planning, whether that's date night, girls' night, or just treating yourself.
Exactly. Let's take a look at what's coming up around Lake Norman.
We'll start in Statesville with a fun, feel-good event the whole family can enjoy. The Valentine's Day themed market happens Saturday, February 7th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 109 East Water Street in downtown Statesville.
Shop local bakers, artists, and creators. Enjoy Valentine's vibes. And yes, there's even a mini petting zoo with baby goats.
Plus, a Valentine's-themed photo area, a special $5 strawberry matcha, and 20% of all sales benefit Bella's Backpacks, helping children in need.
If you're looking for a Valentine's weekend date that's a little more mysterious,
The Murder Mystery Dinner featuring Sigmund Theatrical takes place February 13th and 14th at 7 p.m.
this fully interactive experience turns a museum setting into a living whodunit where guests become detectives, uncovering clues hidden among priceless artifacts and marble halls.
It's elegant, suspenseful, and perfect for couples or friends who want something different this Valentine's weekend.
Find tickets and full details at mooresvilleevents.com/ourtownstage.
Looking ahead to Galentine's Day?
Grab your besties and your biggest tote. Ella Blue is hosting a Galentine's shopping event, Friday, February 13th from 4 to 6 p.m. at 221 Griffith Street in Davidson, featuring boutique shopping, fun finds, and the perfect excuse to celebrate with friends.
For even more Valentine's events, local happenings, and community news,
Visit liveworkplaylkn.com today.
that's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
You're listening to Heart Mooresville, connecting the people, the places, and the events that make our town special. Only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back to Heart Mooresville here on WSIC News. We're talking with Danielle Killian, owners of Clippers Flowers in Mooresville, which I feel like is a staple of Mooresville and has been for a very long time.
Absolutely.
How long have you been open?
So Clippers Flowers in itself has been there over 30 years. I've actually owned it. I'm going on 4 years now, and but it's been a part of the community for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about Danielle and your background and kind of how you came to own a flower shop.
Sure. So I guess my journey started as a child and just having a really rough childhood and look for flowers and just gardening as my outlet, and just always was outside just digging. And so I always kind of had a just love of flowers and the garden and different things like that. And as I grew up, I got into the corporate world, and I was there for almost 30 years. And it taught me so much about business and a lot of different things. But then I just felt like I was just a seat. I was a belly button in a seat. And I just felt like I had more to offer to the world. And so I had an opportunity to purchase clippers. And I just thought, this is a sign. Somebody's trying to tell me something. And then everything kind of just went together, and I purchased clippers, and I haven't looked back since. And so I've taken all that corporate experience and I've taken it and tried to put it into the success of Clippers Flowers.
Wow. Well, you have been successful. And first, I love that phrase. I've never heard that before. I'm just a belly button in a chair.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm picturing that.
I know.
Oh,
I'm just a belly button in a chair. I love it.
I know.
Well, you have, I feel like the success of Clippers, obviously your leadership has been super important, and it is such a staple for downtown and really beyond. But we do have an important day coming up.
Yes, we do.
That flowers are such a big part of. And I want to make sure our listeners are prepared.
Yes.
So Valentine's Day, what does that behind the scenes look like? Like what is that prep?
Yeah, so our Valentine's started last year, and so we actually start really the week after Valentine's of last year.
Oh, wow.
On just what can we do differently? What went great? What should we never, ever do again? And then, how do we build on that? And so it really starts the day after. And then we really get into the nitty gritty of trying to buy flowers and look at the recipes. What are we even going to offer this year? What's in? Is it the red? Is it the pink? Is it a mixture? What are those things and what do we want to offer? And so then there's a lot of ordering. And then now this week, the flowers start to come in and we start to process them. And we have this whole process of how we process flowers.
Wow.
So they're very sustainable and we just want to make sure that we're given the top quality flower in our shop and something that's going to survive. And so we really build our business on that. And it's so important to me. And so there's a lot of work that happens behind the scenes that goes into making those flowers beautiful at home.
Yeah. And where do you, how does that work with ordering? Because I'm assuming, you have vendors that you're ordering flowers from. Do you, I'm assuming you have to keep kind of an inventory so that there's something there for all around.
That's
but
right.
then Valentine's Day, what does that look like?
Yes. So it looks like 1,000 boxes that are delivered, and they all have flowers, full of flowers in them. And so there's hundreds and hundreds of buckets of flowers that are around our shop and in our coolers. And then slowly but surely, what's rewarding to us is the empty buckets. Like that is so rewarding to us, is like you see all these hundreds of buckets filled with flowers, but then you get down to, nothing. And that means success.
Yeah.
That means that we did it. And so I think it's just the small things that bring us joy during that chaos, but it's the empty buckets that bring us chaos. But there's so many buckets everywhere just full of flowers, and literally hundreds and hundreds of boxes will get delivered, and we'll have to process those. And so we'll just, we really decide on our recipes. We order flowers based on that. We look at our trends from last year, and, we really try to do a good job of not over buying. And so there's a lot that goes into it that people don't even know. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, I think when people think of Valentine's Day, they kind of automatically go to like the red rose.
That's right.
But what are some other great options that you could consider instead of just the red roses?
Right. I think a red rose is always going to be a classic. I think it speaks volumes. It's timeless. It's classic. And I don't know that it'll ever lose that. And I think that's great. But I tell you that music to a florist's ears is designer's choice. Let us work our magic.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have a favorite color? Does she have a favorite flower? And then let us build a theme based on that.
Yeah.
And I love it when a man comes to me and says her favorite color is purple. She loves purples, and her favorite flower is a lily, and that's all I need. And then we can design something great off of that.
Okay.
And so those are just things that we like to do. Those are music to our ears. Designer's choice. Designer's choice.
I love that. Yeah. Trust your florist, right?
That's right.
Now, do different types of flowers or even flower colors send different messages?
I think that they did. I think a lot of people back in the day, I really think that, everybody says, white was for sympathy, and yellow was for friendship, and red is for love, and I think those things are still out there, but I think they're slowly dwindling. And I think when you put a melody together of flowers, it could say whatever you want it to say. It doesn't have to say one thing or the other. I just think that, it's really about the person who's giving it and the message that they're sending more so than what you see in the colors.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, are there any common mistakes that people, make sometimes when ordering flowers?
I don't think so. I think that, somebody who has opened their heart enough to send somebody a flower, whether it be to cheer them up or to tell somebody they love them. I just took a call before I came here for a daughter who was ordering flowers for her father, who had not ordered flowers for her mother in 40 years. They had a 40-year anniversary coming up, and he wanted to do something really big. And her and I both started crying on the phone. I just think it's just about opening and having that opportunity. And flowers just speak so much volumes. And plants, they just bring a different spirit.
Yeah.
And
when they walk
bring
in the room.
life, the feeling of life into a room. Yeah.
Yes. There's been so many studies that have shown that if you have a plant or a flower, your whole mood just changes.
Yeah.
And for me to be a part of that, I'm just so honored. Whether it be, Valentine's Day or a funeral, and I get to honor somebody and their last, being that family was something special. It's just a great, there's a lot of stress and chaos that's behind the scenes, but it's also just an honor to be a part of that.
I love that. I love the way you say it too. I think there's some parallels too between our team and what you do is we all get that honor of entering people's lives at these important moments, whether it's a celebration of life event, that we get to help kind of make come true, or it's someone's wedding day or, birthday party, but we get the honor of, coming in these really important times in people's lives and making that a success. And I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's what I was missing, being the belly button in that chair.
Right.
Is I felt like I should have been doing something else, and my goal has always been make this world better than how I came in it.
Yeah.
And I can do that with flowers.
Now, what do you think kind of sets your Clippers flowers apart from what other, shops?
I think it's the customer service. And I know that's, customer service is kind of maybe dwindled down a little bit, but when people walk into that store, they are greeted like they are the only person that we've seen today, even if they were the 50th person that we've seen today. I just think it's the customer service and how we treat people, whether it be on the phone or face to face, and how we put the love into designing those flowers, and we have a good time behind the scenes too, because I want to make sure that people don't feel like they're a belly button in a chair. It's so important to me,
Absolutely.
and I think it's the customer service and how we just treat flowers, and also behind the scenes and how much we do to preserve flowers too.
Absolutely. Now, with Valentine's Day coming up, how far in advance should people place their orders?
Last week.
Right. So really the deadline is passed for when you should.
No, it's okay. We are prepared, and I will say that over the weekend, with the snow that we got in the area, I tell you, a lot of men did place some orders online.
Good.
So I love you for that.
Good job, men.
That's right.
It's their wife putting it in under
Yeah.
their husband's name. Yeah.
It very well could have been. But I think, we're prepared at any point in time. This week is great, but, we're prepared for the mad rush at the end. And so, we just want to make everybody happy.
Do you feel like people are thinking, about that earlier? What's that kind of trend that you're saying? Are people still like day before, day of?
I think every year it gets a little better, but it's still, we're at that last day and the day before is just a mad rush,
Yeah.
And then you're nervous as a florist. Do I have enough delivery drivers? You plan on certain things. There's a lot of things that kind of go behind the scenes, and then you have that angst and that anxiety is like, oh gosh, did I order enough? Did I do enough? And so, but it all works out in the end.
Yeah,
It works
absolutely. Now, if you are the receiver of flowers, how do you keep them fresh for the longest?
I think for freshness, it's always a great idea to change the water and trim the ends. And I think that those are really good. And when you start to have flowers that are going to go, that are going down, take those out. You still have so many other beautiful blooms, but that one bad one will start to make all the other ones go bad. So pick it out and then keep changing your water every 2 to 3 days, and it will last.
Okay. Now I want to talk more about that. I have follow-up questions about flowers and freshness. We're going to take a quick break though. We're going to come right back and keep talking with Danielle of Clippers Flowers. We'll see you in just a minute on that Heart Mooresville.
Listening to Heart Mooresville, celebrating the events, arts, and people that make our town shine. Back after this, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, a partly cloudy sky as things start to thaw out across the Lake Norman area. Warm into the mid and upper 40s for the afternoon. A couple of showers on the way late tonight. And as we go into our Wednesday, be prepared for a few passing showers. Temperatures in the mid-40s, and then we dry it out, but cold again, upper 30s by Thursday. That's your forecast from the Surf, Pickleball, and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Inspire your team and gallop to greatness. Our horses at Willow Equine are outstanding at working with people on leadership and team building skills, perfect for corporate retreats. Visit willowequine.com as you gallop to greatness.
Spotless cleaning. How can we make your day spotless? Yes, we make not just toilets spotless, but also counters, cabinets, and kitchens. We make your whole house, your whole day spotless. My grandparents taught me the details, not the things, make your home and your life luxurious. Yes, they raised me in Brazil. And that's why we will never charge you extra for base sports. Let me help you be a diva a few hours a week. Spotless Cleaning and C.com.
Jay White here from Central Line of Realty. At Central Line of Realty, we believe it's all about you. If it's time to sell your home, don't go it alone. Put the team here at Central Line of Realty to work for you. Go to centrallineofrealty.com and let's get started.
Sweetheart, would you turn down? The neighbors can hear us. Sweetheart, the neighbors can hear this.
Ladies, if your husband's favorite TV setting is way too loud, it might be time for a hearing test. If this sounds familiar, it's time to call Beltone in Mooresville and Cornelius. Call 877-HEAR-123 today. That's 877-HEAR-123. Turn down the TV and turn up the conversation. Call 877-HEAR-123 now.
Celebrating a life beautifully remembered. Bennett Funeral Service gently guides families through honoring a loved one's life. Family-owned and local, we offer personalized funeral and cremation services, along with veteran honors and compassionate aftercare and grief support. Call 828-465-2111 or visit bennettfuneralservice.com. Because there is a difference.
If you're a builder and you haven't went to Little Shaver's Wood Shop, you're missing all types of lumber products, hard to find woods and paneling materials that are in stock and ready to help you conquer anything the job throws your way. Locally owned, Little Shaver's Wood Shop has a friendly, knowledgeable staff to get you in, out, and on with your day. Little Shaver's Wood Shop, 3301 Salisbury Highway in Statesville. Little Shaver's Wood Shop, LILshavers.com.
Don't miss a thing. Download the WSIC News app today. WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Pepsi is cutting prices by as much as 15% in some of its key brands, including Lay's and Doritos, while keeping sizes the same. The snack and beverage giant is hoping this will lift sales by offering more affordable products. The company reported better than expected quarterly profit. Netflix plans to host what could be the largest live K-pop event to date, with the return of BTS to the stage. The Comeback Live concert will stream on March 21st, a day after the group releases its new album. The performance will mark BTS's first live appearance as a full group in more than 3 years. The event also underscores Netflix's push into large-scale live programming. And air travel in the U.S. is unlikely to catch up to international growth in the near future. The International Air Transport Association says demand will grow by 4.9% around the world while remaining broadly flat in the U.S. And the Aviation Association expects that trend to last beyond this year. Erica Herskowitz, Bloomberg Radio.
Friendly reminder, don't brake when you see the lake.
WSIC. Local starts here.
You're listening to iHeart Mooresville, connecting the people, the places, and the events that make our town special. Only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back to iHeart Mooresville here on WSIC News. We're talking with Danielle Killian, owner of Clippers Flowers in Mooresville. All things flowers. We are talking about Valentine's Day is upcoming February 14th. You need to make your plans. Get those flowers now. We were just talking about how to keep those flowers fresh, talking about some kind of ways to do that. Now, I have always heard that cutting at an angle, because you were saying trimming the flowers is important. Is there an angle?
Yes. So the trick there is if you cut it at an angle, the stem is not sitting flat on the surface of the vase. So if it's sitting at an angle, that allows the water to feed up to the stem much easier.
Okay, so there is a reason behind it. I never knew. I just knew you were supposed to. Now, some flowers come with those little packets. So what is that?
It's just flower preservation food. So, when you're changing your water, you could put a fresh pack of that in there, and then that just, it's just flower food, it just kind of helps to keep them vibrant a little bit longer.
So that's meant for the flower.
That's meant for the flower.
Not you.
Not you, Sean.
Got it.
Flower
Ex-
food.
Ex-
Now, how often should you change the water?
I say 2 to 3 days, but you can see, like, if it starts getting murky or anything like that, definitely change it. But if we're doing our due diligence, which is there should be no leaves or any kind of debris under the water source. So if we're doing our due diligence, you should have 2 to 3 days, and then you trim it, pop it back in there.
Okay. And then the trimming is you're just trimming every time you change the water?
That's right.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
anytime you take a stem out of the water, the idea is that you're trimming it. So when it goes back in, it has a fresh cut, and it's ready to absorb that water again.
Okay.
Good to know.
Awesome. No, those are great tips. Now, beyond Valentine's Day, I mean, we're talking about Valentine's Day because that's coming up, but what are some other occasions that people often, forget that flowers are great for?
I'm a fan of flower can do just about anything. It can work for anything and for any occasion. Some of the things that we do corporate events. I would love to do more of those. I would love to be able to walk in a hotel and our big arrangement be there because we can do that, and that would be great. But we do a lot of weddings. It doesn't matter how small or how big the wedding is. We don't have a minimum on our weddings. I just want to make sure that the bride has everything she wants to, make that day special for her. And so we really try to make that very easy. Typically, they walk in with a couple of Pinterest boards, and I can look at a couple of pictures and just, okay, I know what you want. And we're going to make this happen.
A crazy arrangement for a wedding you've done?
Oh gosh, there's so many. A lot of times we did have this lady who she wanted all these bold colors, and it just ended up so beautiful, just so beautiful. And but it really spoke to her. Once you got to know the personality, you God, this
makes sense now.
This makes so much sense. You're first showing it, and then but I love the non-traditional. Anybody who wants to do something different, I'm all about it. But I am there for whatever you need, whether it be traditional or non-traditional. So
absolutely.
Cool.
Now, and this is something you mentioned it, and I think I wasn't even aware of until I came in the shop too, of just how much you have, how many other things. And you just get ideas because I'm definitely that person. That, you get ideas. You see the different vases and plants and decor and car. I mean, there's so much in your shop.
Right.
But so many services that you offer, beyond just sending flowers for holidays or occasions, like you mentioned, weddings, corporate events. And how, if someone's interested in doing that, what does that process look like?
Oh, sure. Just call us, reach out to us, come in the shop. We have so much to offer in the shop. And I think sometimes, we're just right off the beaten path of, we're right there on the main street by right on the left side of Iredale. And so I would encourage people just to walk in and come in or give us a call. We have candles. We have lots of add-in gifts, spa, just all kinds of just little things you wouldn't even think of.
Yeah.
Puzzles. I just try to think when I'm buying things for the shop, what really relaxes me, what helps me to have a good time with my family. We love doing puzzles. We play games. And so you're always going to have some of that in the store, and it's definitely representation of me.
Yeah. And you do baskets, right?
Yes, we do lots of baskets. We're offering that for Valentine's. It's something different this year. And so, in addition to a flower, we'll put a basket together with all kinds of good treats in it. So, and it doesn't have to be, it can be chocolate, it could be spa, it could be anything, So we'll customize, and we do lots of different things. We do fruit and snack baskets, sympathy baskets, it just, to help folks get through a hard time.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
we could do any of that. And I just encourage folks to drop in and come by and see us. And we are there to help with just about anything. Now, it's hard for us to say no.
Yeah, no. And the basket, I love the baskets because I do feel like a lot of people, that's something personally I have leaned more towards, and I love the flowers and I always include that, but the basket of giving them either snacks or something to do.
That's right.
Especially if there's people that are in the hospital.
That's
or
right.
you that makes you feel so good just kind of having that
Right.
those items. Now we mentioned weddings, corporate events, and flowers are obviously a big part of special events. what do you think is helpful to remember when, from the flower perspective, when planning those things? Is it helpful to kind of come with a vision or, color schemes, or what helps you execute an event like that?
Just a conversation, and if they happen to have some of those other things, like a flowers, a napkin that they've ordered, I'd like to use these napkins, or an invitation they've created, and they walk in with those things, and we can just build off of that. And it could be that simple. And then we can just talk about it. And, but really just a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you own actually multiple locations and a gift shop. Now, kind of tell us about your other properties.
Yeah, so I co-own Florist in Lincolnton, North Carolina, which is where I live, and it's Drums Floral Designs. It's right there on Main Street, and then I own the gift shop in the Atrium Health Lincoln campus as well. But as you can see, the theme there is just, happiness, and trying to build happiness, whether it be through a gift or flowers or whatever the case may be. Again, just trying to build happiness one petal at a time.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That should be your slogan.
I know.
Now, you do a lot of, partnership with the town of Mooresville. We have, worked together on several events and kind of occasions that have come up. And one of those was the recent passing of the Bithell family, among other families that, perished in the plane crash recently, right before Christmas, which was so tragic. And our community, especially here in Mooresville, being a racing community, really came together to honor the Bithell family. And one of the ways that people did that was coming to visit his star on the Walk of Fame. And we started to see, I'd say hours. How quickly do you think people were doing that?
Oh, within an hour.
Yeah.
probably.
Within an hour.
It was
For
so,
sure.
it seemed so fast.
It was immediate, yeah.
That people started, leaving flowers and, items on his, star on the Walk of Fame as a way to memorialize him. And I know we got some, news coverage, but I do think it showed, the impact that family has had on our community. And we worked with you, and you and your team were amazing in helping us make sure that the flowers stayed fresh and that we had fresh wreaths there. And, of course, replacing some of those just so that we could continue to honor them and that they had fresh flowers. What does that mean to you to be able to, be a part of things like that?
Oh, that just means the world to me, because again, it was so tragic. And, it's what can you do? And that was the one thing that I could do. People were going to come and they were going to visit, and just making sure that they had something there that was so fresh and so beautiful, as their lives were. And so I think it was just a representation of, and if you noticed, I don't know if you guys ever noticed or not, but there was always 16 white roses in each of those wreaths.
Oh, wow. 16 for his car number.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See those little things,
Yeah.
I love that. And beyond, the memorial, events like the Martin Luther, King tribute,
That's right.
we are so helpful in wreaths for when we have the 9/11 memorials and the Veterans Day. And, I don't think people realize, that these are from our local business, Clippers, right here in Mooresville. And we so appreciate that. And it's important, I think, to be, part of that and kind of use our local businesses too. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Heart Mooresville talking with Danielle Killian.
Listening to Heart Mooresville, celebrating the events, arts, and people that make our town shine. Back after this, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, a partly cloudy sky as things start to thaw out across the Lake Norman area. We'll warm into the mid and upper 40s for the afternoon. A couple of showers on the way late tonight. And as we go into our Wednesday, be prepared for a few passing showers. Temperatures in the mid-40s, and then we dry it out, but cold again, upper 30s by Thursday. That's your forecast from the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar,
Valentine's Day is officially on the horizon.
which means it's time to start planning, whether that's date night, girls' night, or just treating yourself.
Exactly. Let's take a look at what's coming up around Lake Norman.
We'll start in Statesville with a fun, feel-good event the whole family can enjoy. The Valentine's Day themed market happens Saturday, February 7th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 109 East Water Street in downtown Statesville.
Shop local bakers, artists, and creators. Enjoy Valentine's vibes. And yes, there's even a mini petting zoo with baby goats.
Plus, a Valentine's-themed photo area, a special $5 strawberry matcha, and 20% of all sales benefit Bella's Backpacks, helping children in need.
If you're looking for a Valentine's weekend date that's a little more mysterious,
The Murder Mystery Dinner featuring Sigmund Theatrical takes place February 13th and 14th at 7 p.m.
this fully interactive experience turns a museum setting into a living whodunit where guests become detectives, uncovering clues hidden among priceless artifacts and marble halls.
It's elegant, suspenseful, and perfect for couples or friends who want something different this Valentine's weekend.
Find tickets and full details at mooresvilleevents.com/ourtownstage.
Looking ahead to Galentine's Day?
Grab your besties and your biggest tote. Ella Blue is hosting a Galentine's shopping event Friday, February 13th from 4 to 6 p.m. at 221 Griffith Street in Davidson, featuring boutique shopping, fun finds, and the perfect excuse to celebrate with friends.
For even more Valentine's events, local happenings, and community news,
Visit liveworkplaylkn.com today.
that's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Reimagining care, restoring trust. Discover One Health, where our mission is creating the healthcare we all deserve. One Health provides comprehensive primary care and OBGYN services across the Lake Norman area. Visit our website at onehealthmpc.com to read our story and find a provider.
You're listening to Heart Mooresville, connecting the people, the places, and the events that make our town special. Only on WSIC. Local starts here.
All right, and we're back with Heart Mooresville here on WSIC News, talking to owner of Clippers Flower Shop, Miss Danielle Killian. We've had a great discussion. I've learned some things about flowers for sure.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you, coming on and sharing the knowledge. Now, your hours of operation, of course, you're open all week, but
Yes, so we're Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and then Saturday, 10 to 1. And you can always order online at clippersflowers.com. So it doesn't matter, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, you can always order online. So we're always available.
awesome. Is there any sort of cutoff? Like, is it 24 hours in advance for online orders, or you can get them for same day?
So I think the cutoff is 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 o'clock.
For same day.
For same day. Awesome. Which is pretty late. That's awesome.
Even on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Don't commit her to that, Sean. All right.
Although I would probably figure out a way to make it happen, and my stuff is like,
Yeah.
Now, Clippers Flowers, located right downtown Mooresville. What's your official address?
360 North Main Street.
Okay, 360 North Main Street. They've got all your flower needs covered for this upcoming Valentine's Day and beyond. Any final piece of advice for flower buyers?
I would just say let's call in now to reserve your freshest and get your first choice because choices will start to get limited as we get closer to the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Then you'll just be given baby's breath, okay, only for flowers, and that's probably not.
What if she says you don't have to buy me flowers. I can buy my own flowers.
It's a trick.
Is it a trick?
It's a trick.
She's not.
Don't believe it.
Don't believe
She's
it.
not Miley Cyrus, and she can buy her own flowers. Okay.
We can. We
We
just don't
can.
want to.
Okay.
We can.
All right.
We can.
We want you to buy us the
That's
flowers.
right.
What happens if your significant other comes back from the office on Valentine's Day with flowers and you didn't send them to her? Is that a win? Because, hey, I didn't have to buy the flowers, or
I think
is
that's
that
a conversation.
I think that depends
Yeah,
on how
right.
you look at that, Sean.
That's beyond the flower shops.
Okay.
Like they
I think
can't-
that's a conversation. And maybe a therapy session.
Yeah, right.
Probably.
I love it.
Hypothetical questions.
Yeah,
not-
yeah. Also, you don't have to be in a romantic relationship with someone just to buy flowers. You can just get flowers for
Your boss.
Yeah, your boss.
co-host.
Your
Right.
co-host, people that you work with on a regular basis.
Mhm.
I mean, there's
Just
all
appreciation.
Yeah, just little tips.
Men like
Little tips.
flowers too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, do you get that?
we do.
I
We
love
do.
that.
It is becoming more and more. It's very surprising, and I love it. I think flowers can, again, make everybody happy, in the plants and different things like that. But we are seeing that.
Yeah,
I love it.
I would
I
get
love
him
it.
a guy flowers.
I think my husband would be like, "What's going on?"
I'm trying to wrap
My
my head
husband
around it.
would
guy,
definitely
you know?
question me for sure, but I do think that trend is coming up.
Yeah. I think
Absolutely.
it depends on
But
the
do
guy.
we want it to be a new trend? I mean,
I do.
She does.
you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see your advantage.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to take a poll on that one.
Yeah.
Do guys really want flowers?
Yeah, let us
Yeah.
know. Call in.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Do guys want flowers? I Heart Mooresville. Okay. One of the things that we love to do on I Heart Mooresville, we actually haven't done it in a little while.
Mhm.
So,
Bring it back.
yeah, we're bringing it back. We like to play games.
I love it.
And I got a little game. It's called Rapid Fire Questions. Will you play a game with us?
I will play.
Okay.
Nice.
Now, the way this works is I'm going to ask you some questions. Now, you're going to say just the first thing that comes to mind, okay? Don't think about it.
Okay.
Just answer as honestly as you can. Rapid fire. Now, of course, these are all floral related, okay?
I
Got
got
to stay on theme here.
I know.
Okay, Miss Danielle. All right. Bright colors or soft pastels?
Right.
Roses or mixed bouquet?
Mixed bouquet.
Wrapped bouquet or vase arrangement?
Wrapped.
Is it okay if my vase is a Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville picture?
Absolutely.
Because that's the only thing I have for flowers, to be
Absolutely.
honest.
But Danielle has a lot of options at the shop.
does.
Okay,
If you
very
want
true.
to change something.
Upgrade.
That seriously is my only flower vase I have, probably.
And then I would go with the color scheme to match that.
Okay.
Jimmy
There you
Buffett.
go.
There you go. I
Yeah.
like it.
Now, favorite season of the year?
Summer.
Football.
Yeah. Seasonal favorites or year-round classics?
Ooh, I like the seasonal because I like the flowers, a different season of flowers. Yes, definitely seasonal.
The autumns
The
are
dahlias
so
and
pretty.
the peony.
Yes. The
Yes,
autumn flowers
yes.
are where it's
Beautiful.
at. Now, do you like designing for more of, or flowers for more of like a holiday or like special events like weddings?
Oh, I like doing it all. I definitely like doing the events though, but I can't go wrong with a $25 vase arrangement or a big event. It's all for me.
What's the Super Bowl for florists? Is it like the Rose Bowl parade participation, or is it the rose bouquet for the winning horse at the Kentucky Derby? Like, what's that pinnacle?
I would like to do either one of those.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
like any
Yeah,
all.
any all.
Yeah.
Now, what's your favorite flower to design with?
Anemones. A lot of people don't know what that is, but the anemones have movement. So when they get cold, they close. When they get warm, they open, and
They're
they
so
have
pretty.
movement.
Mhm.
And they have these really bold colors. They're just stunning. I love those.
Now, what's your favorite flower just in general?
Anemone, and
It is-
then believe it or not, I'm a tulip person, and a a lot of people are not. I do like tulips too, but anemone is definitely my favorite flower. I think just because of the movement it has.
Okay. Now, one flower everyone should buy at least once in their life.
Oh, I'm gonna say anemone.
Okay. We got a trend here, anemone. I'm gonna have to look these up. I don't even know if I know exactly what
and,
they are.
and I think a good common flower is a Gerber daisy, and it has such a big head, and it's so beautiful. That's a flower I think everybody should buy.
Okay.
Have you seen the stink flower at UNC Charlotte?
Yes.
Is it as bad as they say, or is it
Does it smell bad?
Isn't it like a corpse flower? Isn't that what it's
Yeah.
called?
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think you
not
want to do that.
No,
one.
not that
Okay.
flower.
No.
We can't get those in
Got it.
Clippers.
Oh man.
All right.
Just
Well,
cut it at an angle?
that was all of our rapid fire questions. Thank you for playing.
Oh, you're
Danielle, I
welcome.
appreciate it. So we were talking about kind of favorite flowers. I love a hydrangea.
Yeah.
That is, they just look like snowballs, and I love them.
Yes, they're beautiful.
What's your favorite flower?
A peony. And they're very temperamental, and you can't really get them ever. So when Ryan can finally get me a bouquet of them, I like coming home to that.
Is it seasonal? Are those seasonal?
Yes.
Very much so.
What season?
Spring, summer.
Yeah, I would say like
late spring, summer.
Yeah.
I guess they would be, yeah. Most flowers are,
But
right?
when they
Spring,
bloom,
summer?
they're gorgeous.
It's like the peony and the dahlia come together.
Yeah, I do like a dahlia.
And
yeah.
the zinnias.
Lily.
Speak
I
of my
like
name.
lilies too.
I just don't like how they smell.
Yes.
Lilies? Do they smell weird? Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Kinda.
Not like the corpse flower though.
No.
Not as bad.
Let's not do a bouquet of those.
Sean, do you have a favorite flower?
Well, I was thinking about that. Is a shamrock a flower? What is a shamrock?
I don't know.
A weed?
A weed?
Oh,
I wouldn't say
my
it's a
broken
weed.
Irish heart.
weed?
Gee.
No, is it
I don't know.
grass? Plant?
It's a clover.
It's a
so it's like
clover.
a type of grass, I would
Yes.
assume. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clover. Yeah.
Okay, so what does belly button in a chair actually mean? I'm still lost on that one. Can we go back to the beginning of the show and figure that out? This
45
belly
minutes
button.
I love it. Belly button in a chair. I love it. I love it. Danielle, thank you so much for joining us.
welcome.
We've had some great conversation. Like I said, we've learned a lot. I'm so excited to get some flowers for
That's
Valentine's
right.
Day.
Everybody come out.
Yeah. So now my husband has to give me flowers. So
Absolutely.
that's a requirement. Just wanted to share really quickly. We looked online, top 10 tips when buying flowers. Now you've heard some great tips from Danielle. So in addition to that, buy local when you can,
That's right.
which I think you would support, right?
Absolutely.
Order ahead for the holidays, which Danielle said about, a week in advance, 2 weeks in advance if you can, but they're prepared for those last minute orders to come in, but don't even think about it on the day of for Valentine's Day. Think beyond red roses. Of course, those are the classics, especially for Valentine's Day, engagements, things like that, but definitely more. Consider the message that flower sent. Danielle gave you some great tips like white for sympathy, yellow for friendship, red for romance. Ask what's in season. Be honest about your budget. Okay, if you only have $20 to spend, say that up front. Know the recipient's preference. So if you know things like allergies and do they have favorite colors, things like that. Ask how to care for the flowers to keep them longest. Don't forget the card.
Right.
And then trust your florist.
That's right.
Trust Danielle and her expertise that she is going to give you the best arrangement. Okay, they do this for a living.
Yeah, and keep your receipt because if it doesn't work out, you can return it the next day, right?
No, you can't.
No,
Don't
you
listen to him.
can't. Okay.
You can't return flowers.
Can I
Has
use
anyone tried that?
ChatGPT to write the card for me? I mean,
well, yes, we do that all the time.
Do you?
We do that all the
Oh.
time. We
If you
help
give a
write
good enough
cards.
prompt.
Yes,
Right.
we do.
Okay.
And if somebody is not happy, I will just say that we always make it right.
ooh,
We always make it right. Again, that goes back to that customer service.
Yep.
And at Clippers Flowers, I have such a great team, and I would be nothing without the team behind them. And that was another thing I learned. Just surround yourself with great people.
Yes.
Just all the time. And so I've been able to do that at Clippers Flowers, and I have such a great team. And so they just put a lot of love and heart in everything they do.
I love it. Oh, thank you so much for joining us. And just a reminder to our listeners, we have an upcoming murder mystery dinner theater at the Charles Mack Citizen Center, February 13th and 14th. You can get your tickets now on mooresvilleevents.com. You can also see the lineup for the rest of the Our Town Stage Entertainment Series. There's some great shows that we have. So get your tickets. Again, mooresvilleevents.com. And you can follow all of the upcoming activities that are in Mooresville. We also have a community calendar that if you are having your own event, submit it on the community calendar. We'll help get the word out. We have enjoyed the conversation. Everybody have a great week. We'll see you next week on I Heart Mooresville.
Great radio doesn't end here. Catch the full episode and dive into our archives on the WSIC News app.
WSIC 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM, Statesville, Lake Norman's home for local talk radio. WSIC, local starts here.